What if changing your life started with doing one intentional thing for someone else every single day? Not fixing the world, not solving homelessness, not becoming this perfect person, just one intentional act. Because something happened to me at Starbucks recently that completely changed the way that I think about this. Hi, my name is Michal, and this channel is really about one thing. It's becoming more intentional in the way we move through life, not in some perfect, polished, I have it all figured out kind of way. I mean, real life, real emotions, real relationships, true alignment. And in these videos, we're going to talk about small mindset shifts and daily choices that quietly change who we become over time. Because honestly, I think transformation usually happens much smaller than people think it does. I don't know about you, but I am a little addicted to coffee. So I'm going through Starbucks drive-thru before work one morning, and I see this homeless man sitting right outside. And something inside of me just said, buy this man a sandwich. So I did. I rolled down the window, handed it to him, and then off to work I went. What I didn't realize at the time is that my boss was in the car right behind me. So we pull into work together, and he makes this comment. He goes, well, that was a waste. And I sat with that for a moment because honestly, that was a little off-putting. But at the same time, I understood where he was coming from, and he is not entirely wrong. Homelessness is a massive problem, and me buying one sandwich is not solving anything. I gave one guy breakfast, and that's it. And honestly, it feels a little selfish to say this, but I felt better at the end of the day having done it. Not because I changed the world, not because I solved anything, but because in that moment I saw myself in him just hungry and needing basics. And I acted on it. Again, we're not saving the world here, just one human to another. So the following week, my mind kept looping over what my boss had said. And I started wondering, what would happen if all of us did one intentional thing for someone else every single day? Not on some giant scale, because I honestly think that's where a lot of us get stuck. We look at these huge problems that are happening in the world, like the plastic pollution and homelessness and political division and loneliness, and it feels so overwhelming that we end up doing nothing at all, right? But what if it's so much smaller than that? What if change actually happens on a micro level first? One intentional act. One moment where you choose to be present. One moment where you choose kindness. One moment where you choose awareness instead of autopilot. And intentional is the key word here, not accidental, not performative, not because someone is watching, actually choosing it. I don't know about you all, but I listen to a lot of near-death experiences. And if you have not listened to them, I would highly recommend them. They make death feel a lot less scary and life feel a lot more meaningful. There is this common thread that runs through almost every single one of them. And it's something that I definitely can't stop thinking about. It's this life review that they talk about. The moment where you see the impact that you had on other people, whether that was good or bad. And the thing that stands out about it is they talk about the meaningful moments. It's almost never these giant things. It's the small ones. It's the things that you wouldn't even think mattered. Smiling at someone like you actually see them. Holding a door for someone who's struggling. Calling someone that you've been thinking about for weeks and then finally just picking up the phone and doing it. It's these tiny things, but they're intentional. And honestly, I think people are starving for that. People want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. They want to be acknowledged. And most of the time, that does not require money or perfection or some giant grandiose thing. It just requires presence and intention. Here's what starts happening when you practice this consistently. You stop doing one kind thing. You start looking for the kind thing. You move through your day differently and you notice people more. You become more present, more aware, and less trapped in your own head. And weirdly, the person who changes the most is usually you. Intentional kindness changes the person giving it. That's why I'm here. My name is Michal, and this channel is really built around one simple belief. Small intentional acts don't just change the world around you, they change you. I know this firsthand. So at the end of every video, I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe it was, what was your one intention today? Maybe it was a smile. Maybe it was letting someone merge in the lane in front of you. Maybe it was finally making that phone call that you've been avoiding. Maybe it was drawing a bath for yourself. We need those kind acts towards ourselves as well. The thing is, this could look like so many different things, but the key is it's intentional. Put it in the comments. I really genuinely want to hear it. And if this kind of content resonates with you, I will be posting new videos weekly. We're going to talk about alignment and awareness, relationships, mindset, healing, and how to actually move through your life more consciously. Welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Bye.